smash it into the ground. I see you dancing by the flame. What I see, I have found. I look at you and I see 1,000 lights. A trap that no one can disguise. I see you and totally in the night. Cause you move like a horse. Cause you move. Cause you move like a horse. Cause you like Luke Skywalker, when Vader cut his hand off. And I dream of a place for you and I, right up in Cloud City in the sky. For you to move like a horse. Cause you smash it into the ground. I see you dancing by the flame. I see I have found.
Hello! Energy!
Synergy.
And welcome to Vodcast episode 2.
Number 2. Who thought we'd make it this far?
I did, because we planned on this.
But after the editing struggles you had after episode 1, maybe you thought, oh, I don't want to do this anymore.
Okay, what happened last week was we recorded the episode, and we recorded a lot.
Way more than we planned.
and we ended up having to scrap most of it. And then when I went to edit it together, I had to scrap even more of it because, first of all, you might have noticed a lot of the shots were out of focus. You get a few of those
On your
shots.
camera, yeah.
Yeah. Because I focused on, it's just a load of shit. And also, we didn't have the 180 rule, which you might appreciate tonight. So when I go like this,
thanks, Marilyn,
and it cuts to Jamie,
it looks like we're here. Apparently,
no, we're talking to each other.
but we were talking to each other last week.
Yeah, because last week it was like this. Hi, Jamie. How's it going?
It's stupid. It's a Google thing. You'll never know about it unless you found it on Google.
And yeah, so I spent 2 nights editing it, and it was horrible, and I hated it. But tonight, Jamie Hatch is editing it.
So naturally, it's been kept short and sweet.
Yeah. So thanks for watching, and tune in next week.
That's it. Yeah. Bye.
We just saw Dozer's performance of
Skyrim. That was from the buffet 2014. Yep. First of our video footage.
Yeah, not just first of our video footage, but the first of a lot of video footage to come, which you can expect to see coming out
next week.
Yeah. So like look out for it, and don't worry, it's not all going to be short snippets like that. We're going to be able to show you huge amounts of the buffet.
Huge snippets.
So that little ticket you bought last year is going to access you to the whole thing again, infinite.
Yeah, absolutely. So I thought I heard someone outside. Yeah, we got all the footage back this week. We've watched most of it, and we're fucking delighted. Absolutely so happy with how it turned out. So before we carry on talking about it, it's probably best that we thank JJ Jemison for all his time he spent putting this footage together.
Yes.
Because he's had technical difficulties, and I guess you need a lot of patience to do something like this. So thanks a lot, JJ.
Yeah, thanks JJ, and thanks all of the guys at Promote Shetland. Andy Stevens, Andy Stevens,
all the camera crew,
all Ian Waddle, all the people doing sound, everybody. They did a huge job putting this together, this package together, that we are basically able to just show you.
Yeah,
like it's not just for us. It's not that they did it for us. Like in conjunction with us, they did it for you.
For everyone. That's you.
Yeah. And I have to say, Jamie, I'm so excited about this footage because what it does for me is it encapsulates the sound, the feel of the place, the bands, the look of the place, and the individuals that made up the bands and the crowd as well. Like everybody that was there, you're able to see that magical glimpse in time forever.
Yeah, no, watching back the footage, I felt like I was there in the venue again. It may be a cliche thing to say, but it's true. It's true,
and the sound of it as well. That's the other thing that like it looks incredible, but the sound is fucking stunning.
Awesome. Yeah.
Like I cannot tell you out there. I can tell you because you know how good the sound is, because it's actually like up there with good live albums.
Yeah.
In fact, some of it, like somebody was saying tonight, some of it sounds like good studio recordings.
Yeah.
Like there's some points in some of the band's sets that actually you can just be listening to, all you can hear, like it's where the crowd isn't necessarily chanting or cheering or clapping, because there's a lot of clapping at a heavy metal buffet. There's a lot
surprising amount of clapping.
Yeah, there's a lot of points where the guitarists put the guitars down and they start going like this, and the whole crowd's going. But some.
But instead of guitar riffs, the crowd are humming.
Yeah, I know. Or like yo. What's that bit in Terra Firma? Ding 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 ding. Oh, used to do it. It's the bit to the cello.
Oh, that bit.
Yeah,
okay, I thought you were
bit.
just making up sounds there.
I am. I always do. As you're about to find out, when the Dozer footage gets released, I get to sing on one of the songs.
You do.
I used to sing.
If you could call it singing.
No, it's not singing, and it's not really on the song either. It's not on anything.
It's something. If anything, you're on drugs.
Not true.
Not true. But yeah, it's great footage. We've been waiting forever to get this back. I wouldn't say like waiting, we've been patient, and I would say we've been excited to get it back.
Yes. And
we finally got it back, and we're not disappointed.
Nah, I think the extreme opposite of disappointed is. By the way, you know what? This is Jamie Hatch.
Does that belong to Piggy Button?
Yeah. Can the camera see it? I don't know if the camera can make out what this is, but we've had a little mascot in the buffet headquarters tonight. Headquarters with an H is what I've discovered this week, and he's the 917th person to like the buffet. He's a guinea pig, and he made a Facebook profile specifically to like the buffet.
Really?
Yeah. Can you believe that shit?
Why hasn't he added me as a friend yet?
He's probably quite shy. He's just trying to follow what's going on in the scene.
In the buffet scene? In the metal scene, sorry.
Yeah, he's probably just trying to follow. He's not really got a lot to say for himself. He's more quietly
More
listening.
actions and words.
Yeah, he actually works all day, and when he gets home at night, he'd rather read than speak. It's how a lot of people are, really. It's how I feel about myself. I don't have a lot to say, but what I like to do is listen to what other people say and just take it on board.
Then outdo them
by saying
with
more
stuff you have to say. He's a good kid, little Piggy Button, which you will see, I guess, now.
Oh yeah, and also when you watch the end of the episode when we debut another clip from the buffet.
Yeah.
Then you might notice one of the fans of the buffet like logging onto his little Apple Mac and scrambling up onto the keyboard and watching it as well.
That's true.
Yeah.
But for now, we want to encapsulate what Piggy Button's all about. So, without further ado, this is Fun Time with Piggy. So yeah, that was Fun Time with Piggy. Obviously you could see that he was having an amazing time down here in the basement with his friends Ali, Dirk and Jamie.
And one day we'll have a raffle where a human can do that too.
Yeah.
A human member of the buffet audience will be able to go. So keep watching these episodes because you never know when we're going to have that raffle.
You never know. Posted by Piggy Button. Probably the greatest guy I've ever met.
What he'll do is he'll poop out because he poops quite regularly.
And then you'll flick the poo in your girlfriend's face.
But there'll be a number on that poop, and that number will correspond to a fan of the buffet.
Well, technically, if
so, for example, if it's number 100, it'll
come out looking like a 1.
No, he can write numbers on his poos with
really?
vowels. Yeah, it's amazing. It's incredible. Like I pick them up in numerical order.
Wow. He's a multi-talented guinea pig.
Guinea pig. Speaking of guinea pigs, pets in general.
Yeah.
Like I would love to have a pet.
Well, after spending a couple of hours at Piggy Button, I'm getting guinea pigs now.
You're getting guinea. See, I'd love to have a pet, but I'd love to have something a bit bigger that I could maybe take out with me.
Like a dog.
Like a dog. Except I really like guinea pigs, so I've been looking into an animal called a capybara, I believe it's called. Capybara is about the size of a very large dog, and it is a guinea pig. It's a huge. It belongs to the hamster family, and they're from South America. They like to swim a lot. They're kind of like a beaver with no tail,
right?
Except they're extremely tame, and you can have them on the sofa next to you. You can have them here, and you can scratch their little chin, and they sit there with their beady eyes. They make all the sounds that guinea pigs make, but they're not like a pig. They're more like a hamster. And I'd love to have one of those. Except according to YouTube, you have to be a dedicated family to own one because you.
What's it called?
A capybara.
Dirk, is this what a capybara looks like?
If that was a capybara picture and not some other random picture, then yes.
The joys of editing.
You have a horrible time ahead of you.
I know, I realised that.
Advice for you. Edit the two main tracks together with the audio track. Render that, and then take that rendered file, put it, and then edit more pictures on top.
Don't worry about me. This is going to be beautiful.
Okay. Let's talk about Nomadia, because that's the next clip we've got coming up. Nomadia.
Yeah, we're going to try and keep this short, like a little compendium. Companion?
I don't know what you call your willy, Jamie, but my one's not little and short.
My wang panion.
It's curly like a pig's tail.
Big, like a brick.
You know, my favourite bit of watching back last week's episode of the Buffet podcast was when you're like Fern Cotton and you go like, and then you end up with like, I like bends of metal.
Fern Cotton impression of a week. Go.
This is OMG. This band is the best band. This is the future, and this is essential.
That was good. I like that.
You do a Fern Cotton impression.
Hashtag wow. That was my fun.
To be honest with you, I haven't seen much of Fern Cotton stuff besides those adverts.
No, ever since
Holly Willoughby, when she's advertising clothes.
Not seen that. Not seen much TV lately.
Watch Gogglebox.
Oh, the only TV I have seen is for Buffet videos. So back to Nomadia. The Nomadia set in particular. I don't really remember it much on the night because it's a distant memory now.
I remember it extremely well.
Watching the set back, I think I've watched Nomadia set about 4 times since we got back. And it does feel like something special. It feels like it was a special moment. And a special moment captured on film. It was
brilliant. I think the thing about Nomadia for me was this is the last ever performance that they're ever going to do. That's it. Nomadia are over.
Allegedly.
They're finished. Allegedly. We all know what it's like in the Shetland scene. But we might as well just like pretend it's over, okay? So that's why like when Nomadia came on, then what I was thinking was I would like really, really enjoy Nomadia's last ever set. Mm-hmm. Like just try and absorb it the best I can.
Yeah, no, it was absolutely amazing. I do feel it was. That's totally going in the video.
It'll be okay.
Waiting for you. That's coming. I got to get that footage back, man. Dirk's just dropped the GoPro. As you can see, because that's all going in here. So this is the segment where Dirk picks it up. Oh, he's found it. What's he going to do next? What is it seeing? I can't wait to see what the camera's actually seeing there. Bit of Dirk's face. Back to where it should be.
Okay, what I was going to say was this was Nomadia's last ever gig. So they made no secrets about this being the last ever gig. They pointed out several times during the night, on the lead up and everything. So I really, really wanted to, when I was a member of the crowd, I really wanted to absorb as much of it as possible. I wanted to get right up front and just like listen to it and experience it and everything. It was very hard because Lyle Halcrow was like very insistent on pulling members back and throwing them around like rag dolls. So I just thought, fuck it, I'm just gonna be a member of the people that gets thrown around and like the mosh and everything, and the wall of death, which you can see in the video coming up as well, and just like participate. And in the back of my mind, I knew what's going on is this is all getting recorded, audio and video. And by going back and watching these videos, not only do you get to experience what it looked like, and that gives you an idea of what it felt like. You know, you almost remember what it felt like. You remember what it's like to be there. I was like blown away by what it sounded like. Like, I remember being very confused by a lot of their songs because that's what the songs do. They move around so much that like before you can get into the groove that you're just about to get into, it changes all over again. And I remember just being constantly confused by that. and going back to this, watching over and over again, then I've been like wholeheartedly. Can I have a match?
No, you're on video. Yes, you can. By the way, this episode was brought to you by Quality Street Matchmakers. Also, Quavers. And Slug Killer.
Because you don't want slugs.
You don't want slugs. No. Yeah, I see all the points you said about Nomadia and agree.
Well, without further ado.
Well, I think we picked the moment that encapsulated the Buffy crowd, I'd say. Mm-hmm. Well, this was the defining moment when we thought, holy shit.
I hear you have to be more animated on a video. What is that?
This was fun. This was a good set. I really enjoyed this. It was great. So yeah, without further ado, thank you for the crowd for being wonderful during this song and during the whole festival.
Thank you, Dirk, for shaving his head for that night in particular.
Yeah, it was good. And this is a special sneak peek episode.
No, exclusive premiere.
Exclusive. You won't see this anywhere
World
else
premiere.
other than next week when we release the first set, which we haven't decided yet. So stay tuned for a day next week when we do release the set.
Also, I think people should be told now, get used to this format. Like video on the buffet. Like, this is what we're trying to do. We said this last week. Get used to being able to log onto the buffet and watch shit, because we've got lots of good shit. Mm-hmm. Good shit, like guinea pig shit.
Yeah.
Hard little nuggets that burn in the fire.
Fucking Piggy Button. Thank you, Piggy. But let's play it. This is a Nomadia Giraffe from the buffet. They headlined the Friday night. We're very excited to show the world this. So, thank you very much, and
good night.
Stay tuned for more sets.
Or a mosh pit or something. So you need to divide yourselves up. Get yourselves in position. I think that's pretty good. You can maybe go a little bit farther out. Come on. Are you sure you're ready? There's a few people not sure. Left or right? Are you ready? very much.